Rolling. We're live.
Hey YouTube, it is time for a garden update. And today's update is going to be taking a look at all the broccoli. We'll start there. We have had some bunny rabbits, and those rabbits have been munching on the leaves, so I sprayed that repellent, the deer and rabbit repellent. It's nasty smelling stuff. I think it's got garlic and deer urine or something like that in there, but it's pretty atrocious. This small guy, I've got a bunch of these larger broccolis that I've planted, in the beginning of the season, sometime the very end of May, and then I bought a bunch of these other ones about 3 weeks after and just planted those, and they're coming along pretty nice. This is a tomato plant that I cannot recall if this was a Brandywine or if this was maybe a Better Boy. I can't remember. There's one of the smaller whole row here of broccoli that's coming in really nice. I have some kale growing in the back, and that looks pretty good up against the house there. Up front, the beans are doing very well. We're getting a lot of flowers on these green beans, and behind them I planted a week ago a whole row of seeds that are going to come up, and they go, I don't know if you can catch them, but they go down, and a bunch of them here, and they're all coming up. So a nice row. Here's another one coming up here. Sorry, the air conditioner's going on. Had some early beans, which we ate right off the vine. Nothing yet on these, but we will shortly. Here are the radishes, and they are just beautiful. I mean, these radishes look so good. And, you know, I haven't grown radishes, really. I don't think I've ever grown them. But if you take a look at those, I mean, they're just perfect, just ready to be picked. And we'll be picking these. I might even pick a couple for supper tonight, but they're in real good shape. Leaves are really tender, and they look just fantastic. I'm getting these. So they just exploded. They took about 45 to 50 days to grow this size, maybe even shorter, and so they're ready to be added to salads and so forth. Got some beans on the end that we initially had we were eating off of those. Now we're getting a second bloom. Tomato plants back here are doing really well. We had a windstorm, heavy rain the other day, blew over some of these broccoli plants, but I was able just to go back there and kind of push them down very, very gently, and they're reseeding themselves, so they're in good shape. As you can see, what I did with these tomato plants is I have pruned them quite a ways up to make sure that I am getting all of the leaves off the ground. That's really important, and some of them still need a little bit more pruning, but that's important because as it rains, the soil-borne diseases splash up on the leaves like blight, and you wind up losing plants. And once they get blight, it's really hard to fight it. It really weakens their immune system, and the best way is to counteract that is to have really good fresh soil that has a lot of microorganisms that'll help with the immune system of these plants. We'll go check down at the main garden, see what that looks like. Well, our pumpkins are doing well down here, but it's really a tale of two gardens here. We've got just that video I did a couple weeks ago with the flooding. It never has dried out since then. The surface is getting a little dry and hard, but down below it's still rather moist, and the tomato plants are okay. I think we're going to be alright. I've got some grass around the bottom of those, and then we got these little tomato plants here, my Romas, and I've got a full row of Romas and big beef tomatoes as well for making sauce. We're going to have very few beets this year, I think, but you know, next time raise beds for the beets. That's what I learned. I'll be able to control the weeds better, and more importantly, control the water. That was very difficult to do. And see the carrots. Carrots are coming up a little bit. They're rebounding. Hopefully we get some dry weather. And the peppers are really doing well. They don't mind the water, and once we get some heat, they're really going to explode. So I get the Mantis in here. We'll shoot a little video of me doing that. That's a great garden tool, and I'll be showing you how that all works. All right, let's move back up to the other garden. Yeah, the Mantis tiller is really nice because you can get into all of these little spots that normally you'd have to do by hand. And after a while, what it does is it really beats up those weed seeds and the small tender weeds that are new. They don't like having the root system disrupted, and they wind up dying and wilting. So if you do it enough, you can knock them back down to where you don't have to do it as often. The problem is if you don't maintain it and you don't weed often enough, they really come back with a vengeance, and then you're too far ahead or too far behind. You can't catch up. You have to spend hours weeding, and in a week later they're all going to be back. So that Mantis has really helped me get in between a lot of these rows that I couldn't get. I could easily get a hand hoe in between them, but it's a lot of work. Now things are going to get overgrown in here pretty soon. Once all these beans are harvested, and once those radishes are harvested, I'll rototill in compost, and we'll have a secondary crop of either spinach or radishes again, or who knows what. Maybe I'll just continue on with a fall crop of some sort. Alright, this video is too long, so let's wrap this thing up. Thanks a lot for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, click that thumbs up button, and oh, don't forget to share. And hey, we'll see you in the next video.
Two, one, fade to black.